He looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning it. Whoa! What? Unbuttoning his ninja pants. Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Dream Daddy. So, we are gonna start the second route, which is little Damien over here, or I should say Vampire Dad. I'm really excited to start his route because I know it's gonna be very intriguing. Not only just because, you know, he's a vampire and whatever, but I heard that Damien was actually a trans dad, so that's pretty exciting to see. And after that, you guys voted for Craig to be the dad afterwards. But anyway, in case you missed Matt's route, the links are in the description, you can check it out. But let's begin with Goth Daddy. Oh my gosh, Damien Blood March! How do you do? I finally have decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through the graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, or the inevitable of our demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. He's so cute! Please send me a letter. Oh my god. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Ah, he does taxidermy. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. Probably said that wrong. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? It's a night. We need an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drum of the beats to our heart. Aww. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spend a lot of time thinking about morality Silas. Well, we can totally see that Damien's an interesting one, so let's see how this route goes. Damien seems really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien is typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, this guy is writing a novel? I leave the computer to make me some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Whoa, okay. Oh, whoa, there's more. Darren, I must confess to my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. Jesus, he's writing so much! Hang on, I didn't even read all of it! I didn't even read all of it! What was that? I gotta load again, fucking damn it. Good grief. Okay, I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner, as I would have liked. That's right, because he was yelling at the Hot Topic lady. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu, your humbled D. Blood March. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ew. No, can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever they decided that what they needed to do was to bring it back into the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will you address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now you're really messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or a dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice at school one time and now you're reinciting the entire thing about it back to me, aren't you? Oh. Like the first 5 pages, then I read the review of the movie. Still gotta be though. Amanda cheated. Right, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and starts typing at the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Darren. I like how she adds dude in that. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this fucking house. Dude, okay, here we go. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more like a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for the doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large oriental carved bat head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house, and I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, not noting the oil portraits of whom I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Whoa, check out, is that Damien? And check out this fucking dog. Whoa, dude! He has like little cakes and everything. This is kind of awesome. As I admire them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting an ominous shadow against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in the painting are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Darren, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up to see Damien. What the hell's up this like ominous music in the background? I look up to see Damien standing there at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking cane holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there's a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around, okay? Damien leads me around the house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, an exaltatory sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. Maybe he's into the parlor. Delightful. This one is the older homes of the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovation, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period, equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. That's freaking Lucien. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenagers' years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach to a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. Whoa. Oh, he has butterflies! That's cool. Oh yeah, because he does taxidermy, that's right. And this is the library. Sunlight streams from the floor to the ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves and even more books scattered all over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly proud of his room. Look at the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. That's enough to... I want to look at the butterflies because he's into taxidermy, right? Let me save. Okay, let's look at the butterflies first. I walk up to the glass display and pin bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how to sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Okay, pick up a book, because he seems, okay, it's obvious this dude is into taxidermy and to books, so I wonder if we can give him gifts or something like that in this room. You know, Darren, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought their more cowardly novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the woven cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read out loud. Naruto strangled strangled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless, out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning it. Whoa! What? Unbuttoning his ninja pants. Smutty fanfiction in his library? For anime? Okay, that's enough. Damien steps the book shut and then puts it back into the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Damien reads some smutty fanfiction. I already love him. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look out the window. I walk over to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Of course he is. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out the full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Oh my god! I already love him! I can't believe it! He reads smutty, not even just anime, Naruto fanfictions! I follow Damien to a sitting room, where finger foods have already been placed upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of people enjoying it, when high refers to both the later time of day that the working class have to enjoy tea and the height of the tables which they're served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I fucking love Damien because I love tea too, so this is like fucking awesome. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. I mean, I can't lie. I'm into his cape too. I want to say his home's really impressive because you can totally tell he's very proud of how he constructed his house to be like the Victorian era-esque. So I'm pretty sure that's what he would want me to say. Yeah! Ah! Oh my god, I got it right. It seems like you really put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done! I'm kinda jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh!
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Haha, did you guys see the marching band? he's reciting the My Chemical Romance song some fucking lyrics. I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city. See a marching band. Seriously? I love to see a marching band. You can totally tell that I'm a My Chemical Romance fan, right? Nevertheless, I've always had a love of art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who became for us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many terrible things about the Victorian era, and trying to live the life strictly aligns with those ideals would be eminently horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be a constant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Darren, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I cared anything about the way you cared about this stuff. Well, I love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about things they're passionate about is rather intriguing, and quite honestly rather attractive. I agree with that. When someone talks about something they really love and they get really excited about it, it's really nice to see. Please do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. What do I say to this? Word jumbles? I mean, it's like puzzles, right? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, thank God, okay. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if I had unjumbled them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh.
Come, I have more things to show you. Oh my, what are you gonna show me? Oh, the garden! Hello! Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a vanity of flowers flourish beautifully in landscape rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered an out-loud discussion, personal and romantic relationship in public. So lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damn! Damien leads out and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off the vine. Lucien bulbifrom? Is that how you say that? The orange lily. What do you think of this? What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest. Three cheers for sweet revenge. What are these answers? Okay, if I have to think about it, dude's into art, so maybe art. I don't think he would appreciate the other jokes. I don't fucking know. Yeah! Ooh! I got that one too, nice. The orange lily is actually a symbolic of pure hatred. Oh. Well. And that's precisely why flower arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, sunflowers. Mine is the rose. I know that's like stereotypical, but I think roses are very beautiful. I mean, can I be honest? Snapdragons sound badass. I don't even know what they look like. Because they're cute. And you do that thing where you squeeze them so tight and they look like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember when I put together a bouquet for you. A bouquet for you. Oh, he's gonna give us flowers. So cute. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the path and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Darren, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls out a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised that it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Huh.
Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. I like how he has fucking like gargoyles in the background too. That's freaking great. Makes me wish I had put a little more effort into a garden. Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of a cherry tomato and then immediately died. Wow. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked the gargoyle over. Ooh.
Fix that guard.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Like that. Oh god. I like these mini games in this game though. It's fucking fun. Why isn't it lying? No! Let me fix it! What the fuck? I swear I'm aligning it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously? Oh no. No! Oh no! Oh no! What do I do? Oh, it's like this? Oh shit! It was upside down the entire time.
Goal.
I got it just in time. It was upside down. Oh my god. Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset. Darren, my sincerest apologies have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to school past the haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us death gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another paired by my side. Let's go. Oh, we can help him. That's good. Oh god, it's Hugo. Damien and I walk into the school with him and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time? Oh yeah, both of their kids are very, like, rebellious, right? Hugo and Damien. Maybe that's why they're so close. I think it's not only because of the art thing, because they're both into art, but I think it's because their kids are both similar. This Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through a busy corridor of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room and a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up in the basement. It doesn't sound happy. As I plummet into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basements. Oh god, oh, how did I know? Both of these kids were together. We found another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Yet Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and I see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me. The room falls silent. What? I wasn't trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second, Lucien. Did you try to cast of what the fuck? Ernest? I'm neither confirming or denying that. I turned to Damien and whispered to him, What's the cast of that thing? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into the cellar, and with the promise of wine and fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What's the thought process here? That Ernest was gonna sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it would have worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but he's realized that I had lied about the wine. You were cackling maniacally. That sort of chipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Sweet Manchego.
What? It took you 20 minutes? Son, we did an entire 2-week unit on the cast of that thing, and took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into elaborate rooms? Did you even read the story? I read 5 pages and then read the review of the movie. She's like, Amanda!
What?
It's only 5 pages long and there's no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So if you think about it, it was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their hands in their head. You guys are really telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. Teacher starts to stomp off the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarsh, you two. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs, out of the school in tense silence. What the hell is happening? Lucien, Damien, and I pile into the car and begin to drive home. Lucien immediately pulls his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
Oh no.
I know, son, it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you want to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien is keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Oh, he's so, I know. Keeping young people, especially teenagers who are acting out, is very difficult. But seeing Damien still being supportive of him, that's really nice to see, because usually, I know you should discipline your children, but usually there's no support behind it, because usually they get mad first. That's what I've seen most of the time, but it's nice that Damien still supports him, and be like, if you need help, I'm here to help you, and blah blah blah, I can do that for you, we can go to therapy. That's really nice to see. Thank you for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucien continues to stare at the window. Love you too. Aw, that's nice. We spend the rest of the drive in relatively silence. Then when we pull up into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have a conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. All things considered, Lucien's bricklayer was pretty good, so there's a silver lining. There's that, yes. He's probably going through a phase. I really admire how you handled it. Does this thing kind of happen often? If I'm being honest, I kind of want to say, I really admired how you handled it. Because it's very difficult to deal with someone who's going through something. Clearly, Lucien is going through something. I don't know what it is, but I want to say that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Yeah! Ooh, we got a good one. See you around? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo, what you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen are bricking layers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house making out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with a bemused expression, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby, chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outside of the house is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular size house? It's like that show. I think this is what the show's talking about. The little, people who, buy houses that are really tiny. I don't get it. I don't know how the afternoon tea go. It got strange. We had to go to school and pick up Lucien since he tried to. He lured Ernest down the cellar with a promise of fine vintage, and then he bricked him up into a wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read the story except for me?
Yeah.
Lucien live streamed the entire thing. Oh my god, why? This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he really is good company. And a surprising diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Yay! Day complete! Hey, we got Poe up in the reaches up here.
I'm sensing a romance between us.
Oh.
A chemical romance. What? That's a band?
Damien, I love you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. Damien is such a wonderful character. I love him a lot. All the things that he's essentially going through, and essentially how his persona is, I really enjoy, because it has a lot of things in common with me. So I love the fact, okay, let's not forget that Damien loves reading smutty fanfiction. I'm fucking totally into it. I love him so much. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Dream Daddy, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the companions. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, there's a link in the description. Get early access to videos for Patreon only, and the Discord server to come talk to me, along with other stuff that I do monthly. Also, if you guys would like to check out my store or any of the links below to help the channel, that'd be really appreciated. And please let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Damien so far. I'm so glad I'm doing this route. Oh dear. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye! And you'll ever really need is a little vitamin me. He then pounded his fist into the floor. Ow! I dropped his flaming sword, damn it! He held his right hand, soothing himself till he heard a knock on his door. Alistair? Alistair, are you alright? You gotta